one who is getting Lighter TV right there. It's all about sports edition today being that is Easter Monday, 6th of that is April 2026 right there. I really want to say happy Easter day to each and everyone right there. It's all about daily sports edition which is bouncing back right here. You are most welcome from that is the events update, the dramatic sports primary ball games in Koboko district for our usual daily sports edition with me, Atile Emmanuel, right here in the building, bringing it for you at this particular moment. Do you know what is happening? A lot of headlines are knocking stories like as usual, which we are going to give it for you from local scenes, national and international scenes right there. Finally, FIFA World Cup groupings are out. $1 million question is the number of African groups, in fact African countries, where is their faith lying right there. Not forgetting that Uganda in CAF African School Championship is also in action right there. All these are coming on your way to start it right from here. It's all about the ordinary, extraordinary zonal general meeting which is set for Wednesday 8th of that is April 2026 right there. This meeting is going to take place down and that is in Garden View restaurant in Ethiopia, which is just opposite to Radio Purchase right there. The purpose of this meeting is to make sure they have proper plannings and effective smooth running of that is a 2026 zonal tournament of USSA in West Nile, which is going to be down in that is Nebi, which will be hosted by two schools. You speak about Komponi, and that is we have Nebi High SS right there. The people who are needed in this group, in fact, in this meeting on Wednesday, are one, all the USSA chairpersons, USSA chairperson of Koboko district, including other districts, not forgetting all the general secretaries of USSA in all the cities and districts, not forgetting municipalities in West Nile. It is going to be on Wednesday at that is a Garden View restaurant in Ethiopia right there. In other story, football boys stroke girls are qualified and confirmed teams for that is 2026 zonal championship down in Nebi are confirmed right there in a comprehensive schools which did qualify from their post-primary ball games in their respective district in West Nile. We did see that is the first school to confirm is that is Siripi Modern SS of Terego. We have St. Luke Widi and Owafa SS. All these are for Terego, not forgetting that is Etula SS, Luru SS and Idiwa parents. All those are for Yumbe. Meanwhile, similarly we have Usind SS, Vora SS and Okufra representing Arua district right there. Meanwhile, that is Beza Alhaji, not forgetting Pakringa SS. We have a Juan Modela coming to represent the side of Jumani right there. We have Otrab SS, Yibu SS and Kijomro SS into the mix to represent their district of Maracha right there. Meanwhile, Yumbe SS, KC and Arunga SS are going to be in action representing their district, that is Yumbe. Well, Pakada Seeds are not forgetting that is the Paida SS and St. Aloysius College in Yapia representing Zombo right there. We have Reno Kappa High, we have Olepi SS and Okolo SS representing Madi Okolo district right there. In some of the districts like that is a Moyo, we shall be seeing that is the Bishop Asili, Lepor Seeds, and that is the Moyo Star representing Moyo district. Meanwhile, Matas College, we have Paroketo SS and Panyango SS representing Pakwacha. I have the host, Nebitown SS, St. Daniel Komponi, and Mamba, the champions of Nebi representing that is a Nebi district right there. Meanwhile, St. Charles Longa College, Koboko, Coach SS and Nyai SS are representing Koboko district. We have St. Joseph's College, Ombachim, Parasina Secondary School, not forgetting Bishop Angelo Tarantino SS representing Arua City right there. This is for that is the side of boys. Meanwhile, in girls category, we have Otto Amor SS, Keystone, and then St. Luke Widi representing Terego district. We have Palorinia SS, Idiwa Parents, Ebenezer representing Obongi, not forgetting that is the Modern SS, Ochoko Usindi SS, and St. Augustine Kuluma SS representing Arua district. In girls category, we have Bieya SS, Liwa SS, and Komponi Comprehensive Ajumani representing that is Ajumani district right there. In some of the district, that is Maracha, they will be represented by Oliver Seeds, St. Luke, or for the modern SSA. We have Kololo Seeds, SSA in Maracha, right there. These are going to be the schools representing Maracha in girls category. Meanwhile, in that is Yumbe district, we shall be seeing a K Seed, SSA, Romoki Seed, and that is Drajini SSA right there representing Yumbe district in girls category. Pakada Seeds, Paida SSA, Aluka SSA representing that is a Zombo, not forgetting that is a Renocamp SSA, Renocamp High, and Ofaka SSA representing that is Madi Okolo district right there. St. Thomas Aquinas, Moyo, we have Dufile, not forgetting that is a Moyo Star representing that is a Moyo district in girls category right there. Still to proceed, that is to Pakwach. We shall be seeing a Pakwach SS. We have Parokta SS, and that is again representing Pakwach SS right there. We have Sunrise, we have Francis Aime Memorial Coach SS, and Alpha SS representing Koboko district in girls category right there. Bishop Angela Tarantino SS, Arua City. We have Excel Global High School, Arua City, not forgetting Moni SS right there. Up to around 3 schools have not yet confirmed as far as a girls category is concerned. Meanwhile, in boys category, 1 school have not yet confirmed right there. In netball under 17, we shall be seeing a Paida SS, War Girls SS, we have Charity College, we have St. Mary's Ethiopia Girls, and Mvara Senior Secondary School, where Paida is in Zombo, War is also in Zombo. Meanwhile, Charity is also in Zombo. Only 5 schools have shown up for that is a netball under 17, volleyball under 17, Charity College of Zombo. We have IX Seeds SS of that is Zombo, and in badminton we shall be seeing Pakada Seeds, not forgetting IX Seeds Secondary School in Zombo right there. In basketball we shall be seeing Mvara Senior Secondary School Girls, Mvara Boys, St. Joseph's College Ombachi, and St. Mary's Ethiopia, all schools of Arua City coming in for basketball right there. According to the information, these tournaments are going to kick off, that is on 12th of April, which is just next week, where we shall be seeing on Sunday all the schools, all the teams in West Nile are heading to Nebi right there. This is as far as the zonals of Koboko, in fact West Nile, are concerned right there. In some of the stories at national scenes, Amos College trumpets in 2026 Techo Regional Football Championship right there. If you look at Amos College, remember they've been one of the busiest schools in that is a transition in terms of acquiring, in terms of preparations. We did see them resuming their trainings early this year. Even some of the players are in camp right there, and it has yielded fruit for them right there. They are the champions of that is a Teso region right there after beating Ankora High in boys category by 3-0 in the finals. Meanwhile, in girls category, the same school, Amos College, also beating that is Olila High School by 4-0 right there. If you look at how Amos College made it to finals, they met the same Bukedia school, that is Bukedia Comprehensive, all in the same finals, both boys and girls category. In the boys category, we did see the game ending in that is a penalty shootout after a barrel draw. It ended 4-2 in favor of Amos College right there. Meanwhile, in girls category, also the same schools meeting, Amos College meeting, that is a Bukedia Comprehensive in the same finals, and the game ending on draw after the 90th minute right there. We did see them winning that is Bukedia Comprehensive by 4-3 right there. The most amazing thing in this final of girls is one person in the name of Faith Akol notching that is a hat-trick, and the Charity scoring the other goal right there. In final scoring hat-trick, congratulations and appreciation has to be given to that is a Faith Akola right there. In some of the stories still in Uganda at national scenes right there, Fupa Big League games at 2025/2026 match day 22 had shown comprehensive results of games which were played right there. So Soltilo Bright Stars were into their knocks to make sure, in fact, Mbale Heroes were into their knocks to survive relegation after when they trailed Soltilo Bright Stars on 1-1 draw right there. In a comprehensive results of the games which are played in Fupa Big League, like Aaron that I detailed, Soltilo Bright Stars at home were trailed by a goal to nil against Mbale Heroes. Not forgetting Chigen's Homeboys where Victoria 2-1 against West Nile based club and Nebi Central. Chinda Boys 3-0 winners over on Tuparaka Football Club right there. I'm not forgetting Bunyaguru United were 3-0 winners over Young Elephant Academy right there. Wakiso Giants went riot by beating that the Iganga United by 2-1. Meanwhile, Kataka were 2-0 winners over that is Katida United. Tunga Sazi were 1-0 winners over Blacks Power Football Club. Karo Karunji did share points with another Western based club, Paida Black Angels, on 1-1 draw right there. Before we look at the quick table standings in Football Big League, allow me to take you through the next games which are coming on your way as far as the Football Big League is concerned. We shall be seeing on the Paraka sitting at home to welcome Soltilo Bright Stars at the Ababet Greenlight. Meanwhile, in Luo grounds, Navy Central will be sitting at home to welcome, and that is Bunyarunguru United right there. Blacks Powers are sitting at home to welcome Wakiso Giants. Not forgetting Young Elephant Academy at Noya Park right there, sitting at home to welcome that is Chike's Homeboys right there. Katida sitting at home to welcome Tunga Saze. Iganga United also registering the same, sitting at home to welcome that is the Chinda Boys. Mbale Heroes sitting at home in Mbale Municipal Stadium to welcome that is Karo Karunji right there. If you look at the game between Mbale Heroes and Karo Karunji, this is going to be a more of relegation derby right there. If you look at the positions where either teams are lying, Mbale Heroes are on last, in fact they are in last position on the table with only 19 points. Meanwhile, Karo Karunji, they are only one position ahead of surviving relegation with 22 points right there. If you look at if a win for Mbale Heroes will take them away from their position. Meanwhile, win for Karo Karunji will take them away from relegation battle right there. To wind it up with the Football Big League, allow me to go through the table standing as far as the Football Big League is concerned. Chikezi Homeboys are the team topping the table with that is 42 points after playing 22 games. And not forgetting that is Blacks Powers are on second position with 39 points. Tunga Saze sitting third with 37 points. And not forgetting that is Kataka with 37 points. Paida Black Angels are sitting on that is fifth position with 36 points. Chida Boys after aging that is on the Paraka by 3 goals to 0, they have gone into 6th position with 32 points. Not forgetting Bunyaguru United, they are in that is a 7th position with 32. Nebi Central 28, Soltiro Bright Stars 28, sitting in 9th position. 10th position is that is a Young Elephant Academy with that is a total point of 28. Wakiso Giants after winning against that is after winning against Iganga United, they are also sitting on that 11th position. Iganga United, they are just a point behind Wakisa Giants with 25 points. In relegation double, in fact, in red carpet zone, we have Katida with 23 points. I'm not forgetting Karo Karunji, like Alan that I did tell you, they are on 14th position with 22 points. On Tuparaka West Nile Giant is that is in second last position with 22 points. Completing the table is that is Mbale Municipal based club, that is Mbale Heroes with only 19 points out of 22 games which were played right there. Away from that, looking it still in Uganda at that is a Stampik Uganda Cup. Games were played in quarterfinals. Remember, this is the 52nd edition of Stampik Uganda Cup. The defending champions are the Venoms Vipers after winning Brest right there. It is going to be a Vipers. Whether they will defend it again is the $1 million question to be answered right there. Games were played. Chitara were 3-0 winners over Express, and not forgetting Vipers were trailed on 0-all a draw in the 90th minute, winning it on penalty shootouts 4-3 to make it qualify to make them to qualify for that is a semi-finals right there. The same barrel OLs, the same draw was also registered between URA, the tax collectors, and that is a Casasino Boys, a KCCA, which ended 2-2 at the Ham Stadium, Natsubobo right there, where URA won it on penalty shootouts by 4 goals to 2. Today we did see one game at, in fact, one game on card, and that is Kagaba, where we saw Happy Boys Kagaba were beaten at home by AC Villa by a goal to nil right there. This is as far as the Stampik Uganda Cup is concerned. Teams which are through to that is the semi-finals. You speak about Chitara Football Club, Vipers, URA, and that is AC Villa. Interesting semi-finals are coming on your way as far as Stampik Uganda Cup is concerned. Could it be Chitara tussling it against that is Vipers in the finals, or else the Vipers tussling it against that is the S Villa in the finals right there is the $1 million question to be answered to see whether it will happen. Meanwhile, still in Uganda Premier League, match day 22 of that is a match day 30 returns this weekend with Maroons are sitting at home to welcome Bull, not forgetting Express are sitting at home to welcome Police. All these games will be played on Wednesday, not forgetting UPDF are sitting at home in Bombo Barracks to welcome that is Mbarara City, the Ankole Lions. Equally at that is MTN Stadium Omondi, we shall be seeing next sitting at home to welcome Tax Collectors URA. These two games are going to be played on Thursday. Meanwhile, Friday is bringing for you two tough games, and that is Lugozi sitting at home to welcome and Tembe UPPC common known as Gaddafi Football Club right there, and Vipers sitting at home in a determinant game at St. Mary's Chitara to welcome Chitara Football Club. And remember the first league fixture between Chitara and that is Vipers was not played by Popecha. Fupa came on board to give the 3 maximum points for that is Chitara right there. Could it be Chitara maintaining or else showing it on a real 90 minutes that they are better side than that is Team Vipers is going to be determined on that is Friday right there under the flashlight of that is St. Mary's Chitende right there. Meanwhile, determinant and interesting games are also coming on your way in the relegation battle where we are seeing Midigo Calvary sitting at home at Midigo Primary School playing ground that welcome Bohimba Saints United right there. If you look at Midigo Calvary, the first league between Midigo and Bohimba Saints ended that is by in fact in a victorious moment for that is Bohimba United right there. And this time around Calvary are sitting at home at Midigo Primary School playing ground to welcome Bohimba United Saints. Remember, Calvary are looking forward to attain their 3 maximum points of this season right there. No win for them, 5 draws, 5 points, something which is also hard for them right there as it's concerned right there. Meanwhile, the last game on Saturday is bringing S Villa sitting at home to welcome, and that is a KCCA Football Club right there. At continental news, or else at continental level, where we saw one big game which has just ended. It is the Cup African School Championship. Uganda 6 a perfect starter against the host that is Zimbabwe right there. Remember, currently the African Cup of Impact African Secondary School Tournament is underway right there with Uganda being represented by that is St. Mary's Boarding School right there in 1-1 draw. The game ended 1-1 draw between St. Mary's Chitende of Uganda and that is Zimbabwe right there. If you look at the group of that is St. Mary's Chitende, well, the group of Uganda, they are alongside the host Zimbabwe, DRC and Morocco respectively right there. Could it be a good start for them is the $1 million question to be answered right there. As far as this season of African School Championship is concerned, remember the winner in this tournament goes out with that is a USD, in fact the USD shillings 300,000 right there. The second place goes with that is 200,000, that is USD, and third place going with that is 150,000 right there USD. Meanwhile, in a continental story still as far as football is concerned, Ghana Premier League, that is GLP Asante Tokoto, SP coach Premise Osui is shaping his team's attacker to make sure high stake class against that is Samatex is concerned right now. If you look at that is Asante Tokoto, this is a club that every time trains or else run for the trophy in that is Ghana Premier League right there. And this time around, tighter security, in fact, tighter point difference, tight atmosphere, tight momentum is coming for them right there by that is Samatex right there. The head coach Prince also is trying to make sure he assembles his team to attain what it is needed right there. South Africa's Premier League, Mamelodi Sundowns continues to dominate, having currently beaten that is Chipa United to claim, in fact, to recalm the pressure on top of the slot right there. CAF disciplinary review is set to reassess a major disciplinary decision involving a 2025 African Cup of Nations right there. Things statements already coming out by that is a cup right there after making a decision that the trophy is to go to that is Morocco. They are also trying to make sure they have a seat to discussed whether if Morocco deserves to be crowned the champions after when on pitch it was Senegal that won it right there. Remember, Senegal had written to that is FIFA for FIFA to intervene when it is a nice decision for CAF to make it. Today, CAF has come boldly to make a statement that as a display appeal board, they are going to sit down and re-access the station right there. This is as far as sports in other levels are concerned right there. Still, that is continental level, Kenya Premier League. The FC Leopards have moved closer to take the table over, in fact, to the top of the table after securing a victory against Cell United right there. If you look at FC Leopard, this has been one of the dominant clubs in that is the Kenyan Premier League, winning a lot of trophies, a lot of medals. This time around, they are coming closer to the top of the table after securing a victory against that is a Cell Football Club right there. Will it be $1 million question that they will be crowned champions again is what we are waiting from that is a Kenya right there. Similarly, Nigeria Premier League, Nigeria Football Premier League, that is the NPFL. Enyimba FC boosted their survival bid following a draw against that is the Wiki Tourist right. If you look at Wiki, had been one of the on-form and outstanding teams in Nigeria Premier League, and this time around the team that everyone thought that is Enyimba, everyone thought that they are going to be relegated, but they seem to be boosting their survival after when they trailed that is Wiki on 1-1 draw right there. Very big draw that is the Enyimba Football Club in Nigerian Football League right there. However, the league has ordered that is Plateau United to relocate their home matches due to that is insecurity concerns right there. Remember, when Plateau United had been playing their games, their security concerns are riots, in fact attacks coming from unexpected places. That is why the Nigeria Premier League Football, in fact Nigeria Premier Football League has come on board to order Plateau United to change or else to relocate their football, their home games right there. This is all what we had for you as far as African or else African tournament. In fact, football is concerned, seeking focused or else attention to international scenes straight away to Europe, particularly in England, where we did see games were on card last weekend as far as the quarterfinals of FA Cup is concerned. Manchester City in an early game went riot by beating that is a team Liverpool by 4-0. Erling Braut Haaland scoring hat-trick and the Ghanaian international that is Anthony Semenyo scoring the other goal. Meanwhile, Egyptian forward Mohamed Salah missing a penalty, being denied opportunity to check back of the net by that is English goalkeeper James Trafford right there in that game. It was really sad one for that is team Liverpool Football Club, but all in all, let us say football is always a game of anticipation, games of seconding anything right there. Meanwhile, Chelsea went riot by beating that is a team Port Vale by 7-0, and Southampton were 2-1 winners over that is Arsenal Football Club, something that so many people didn't expect as far as FA Cup is concerned right there. Arsenal are nowhere to be seen as far as the 2025-2026 FA Cup is concerned. Remember, they are the record holders in England, winning it up to 14 times right there. This time around, they are out of the tournament. West Ham United on another drama were thrown on 1-1, in fact 2-1 draw against that is Leeds Football Club. Leeds are going to win it in that sport kicks a common knowledge penalty shootout by that is 2-4 to proceed, and interesting brilliant semi-finals are coming on your way. Manchester City, these semi-finals are going to be played on that is 25th of April 2026 right now. Manchester City will be welcoming that is Southampton Football Club. Meanwhile, Chelsea sitting at home to welcome Leeds United. What could be a prediction? What could be a view? Are you seeing the Blues, Chelsea Football Club attached to it up against Manchester City? In that is the 2026 FA Cup final at that is Wembley is the $1 million question to be answered right there. Like Alron, that I did tell you, the most trending and impressive story this time around as far as this season is concerned is FIFA World Cup draws being made openly right there. Viewer who is getting Lighter TV. The $1 million question is have a tapper. Check it here. Where is the fate of African countries lying? Up to 8 African countries representing that is Africa, could it be seeing an exit door for them, not 8 but rather up to 10 right there? Could it be early exit door being sold for African countries early honor? Is the $1 billion question that each and everyone is waiting right there. To start it in a comprehensive look of the groupings right there. If you look at in Group A, South Korea, we have that is Zambia, we have South Africa, we have Mexico in Group A. In Group B, we have Canada, we have Bosnia, not forgetting Qatar and Switzerland right there in Group that is B. In Group C, get it clearly. In Group C, we have that is Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. The only group that is not having African country is that is Group B. Meanwhile, in Group D, we have USA, United States of America, we have Paraguay, Australia, and that is Turkey. In Group E, Germany, Curacao, Ivory Coast, Ecuador. In Group F, that is my group of focus, which so many people undermine and it takes people's attention. It is Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, and Tunisia, our own. If you look at the flow of football these countries play, Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, and Tunisia, you will definitely see that there's high possibility for our owner in Africa, Tunisia, to go far, because they are more of playing modern football and building it from behind. You know how good, how solid Tunisia is at building it from behind and utilizing opportunities which are given right there. This is as far as Group F is concerned right there. Still, some of your schools, in fact, some of, not schools, but rather some of your countries, their expectations shall be countries like Morocco that one time went up to semi-finals. Will they make it again? Right here, Group H has that is Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and that is Uruguay right there in Group H. Meanwhile, in Group G, that is Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand right there. Group I, that has France, Senegal, Iraq, and that is Norway. Yes, dear viewer, if you look at the Group I, that has France, Senegal, Iraq, and that is Norway. When France is playing Senegal, this is more of African countries playing. Not because I'm trying to do racism, but if you look at the system, the physique, the player's appearance, you may definitely say that it is African countries playing. Now the question will not come, money meeting that is Ellen brought Haaland, France meeting that Kylian Mbappe meeting that is Ellen brought Haaland. What shall be anticipation in that group? That is Group I right there. Meanwhile, in Group J, Argentina, Algeria, Australia, and Jordan are in that group. Meanwhile, in the second last group, we have Portugal, which looks to be the favorite, DRC, that is the Democratic Republic of Congo, not forgetting that is Kazakhstan. They also in the group we have Colombia, and in the last group, that is where Group of Death, if you analyze the groups seriously. In Group L, which is the last group, that has Ghana. If you look at the attacking force of Ghana, that has Anthony Semenyo on form, Muhammad Kudus on form, and that is Jordan Ayew also on form currently. This is going to be one of the interesting groups to watch alongside that is Panama, England, and Croatia. Not to judge things early, if the most favored and popular country, England, will not take things to granted, there's high possibility for them to be so existential early right there. That is in Group of L right there. Meanwhile, 2026 FIFA World Cup will be played from that is June 11 to July 19 right there. This is going to be how the whole program run. Opening match is going to be on June that is the 11th at that is the Mexico City Stadium. Meanwhile, group stages will kick off on that very day up to round of 32 will be on that is the 28th of June. Meanwhile, round of 16 shall be on 4th of July. Quarterfinals shall be on that is the 9th of July up to 11th of July. Semi-finals is breaking for you. That is the most respected teams countries at that level there. That game is going to be on. That is 14th of July to 15th of July. Third playoffs, which most of you call the losers game, and it is not called losers game. It is called third playoffs. Is played on 18th. Meanwhile, the final is going to be in the biggest stadium. That is New York Jazz Stadium. The stadium is called New York Jazz Stadium, meaning that it is stadium of anticipation, it is stadium of games where any kind of jazz, you speak about basketball, any kind of jazz, rugby, football is highly organized, right? The stadium is called a New York Jazz Stadium. That is where we are going to see the final. It's going to be on 19th of July 2026. This is the FIFA World Cup as far as it is concerned right there. Viewer, this is all what I have brought for you as far as the Daily Sports Edition is concerned. You should just stay tuned to that as the Lighter TV. You subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you turn on your notification. Any program at Lighter TV, you will be at the position of getting it live. You speak about presenters like that is Amanda, for that is a celebrity show. We have Naigaga, for that is a morning breeze. Pastor Malamungo for the words of worship right there. Not forgetting that is Kalfan for students hour, and that is my senior, that is Aziza right there, who are going to be taking you as far as different programs of Lighter TV is concerned. People like that is Asiko, who are behind the cameras right there. Not forgetting that is not forgetting my senior Boipi, one of the sport presenters and journalists for Lighter TV. A lot of things are coming on your way as far as the Lighter TV is concerned. Also to advertise with us, just come some few meters away from that is a main roundabout along Koboko Yumbe Moyo Highway opposite the Kausar Mosque, so that you will be part and part of the, in fact, part and part of the show of Lighter TV as far as it is concerned. Get the facts, light your world.